Hey everyone, it's Marty Harger and welcome to Essential Yoga with Marty Harger, where this week I want to talk with you about a really special limited time only blend that doTERRA is offering kind of as a hint for Father's Day called Costa Brio. Costa Brio. But I want to talk to you about for a second the Essential Yoga Program book. And this book was one I co-authored with 3 other yoga instructors some years ago, and it's been such a foundational book and platform for people to create monthly workshops incorporating doTERRA essential oils. Now, the Essential Yoga Program gives you all the details you need to know about how to build a great practice introducing doTERRA to your students, and then talking with them after class about how they can bring essential oils into their own home and be a part of your doTERRA team. Now, the reason that I'm mentioning this is the foundational concepts of the Essential Yoga Program are based on about a 90-minute program where we introduce 6 essential oils and blends monthly with a theme aromatically, topically, and internally. But I want to say to you that for those of you who, like me, teach a 1-hour class or perhaps even a 50-minute class in some cases, there are definitely ways to incorporate the essential oils into your classes. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. Again, another great idea that you can use this time of year to introduce people to new products that come up for a limited time only. The value of talking about limited time only products, of course, is that people can tap into something with a sense of urgency. And sometimes people just want to learn about essential oils. Sometimes people are ready to bring them into their life with a kit or a program. And other times they just want to sample 1 or 2 and get started with that. So this week, I want to talk to you about the special Costa Brio blend. Costa Brio was introduced in the month of May to offer for like a Father's Day blend. And this is a really interesting blend, and I want to tell you about how I'm going to share it. First of all, there are 12 essential oils in this blend. Costa Brio is one that we would use aromatically in a diffuser primarily. It's an aromatic oil, and so it came with a little, or comes with a little car diffuser. It's one you can put drops and share. And I'm going to do that in my class, as I've talked to you about before. One of the ways I do this, which gives me a little bit of a break to talk about more complicated oils, is I get these little cotton pads in a package, and then I lay them out ahead of time. I kind of separate them, and then I just put a couple of drops of the blend on there, 1 or 2, and let people come to me at the front of the class and pick up one of these they can take back and smell it aromatically. Why? Because a complex blend smells so differently when you open it up and let it breathe and open all of the aromas in the oil in the blend, versus just having them take a smell from a bottle or, put a drop in their hands. It's not going to smell the same. So what's nice about these, particularly in the summer, if you're somewhere where I am, where it's getting really hot and we're turning on the air conditioning in our cars after we get out of class, this is a great thing to tuck into one of the vents and let it diffuse in the car that way. You're also teaching people ways to inexpensively diffuse essential oils that they have in their car or in an environment where they can create an impact. Let me tell you the oils that are in this blend. If I'm trying to deconstruct a blend for people to help them understand how combining essential oils together can create a really unique aromatic experience. And in this case, this is what I would consider is almost a masculine scent, which is kind of unusual for doTERRA, but for Father's Day, it's kind of a fun thing. But, really everyone can love this blend. And I've given it as a gift already to a number of people, and they're loving it. So here's what's in this: guaiac wood, wild orange, copaiba, petitgrain, cedarwood, magnolia, something called Bru Blanco, don't know what that is, bergamot mint, fennel, lemon, pink pepper, and tonka bean. Okay, there are 12 oils in here. So there's no way you're going to be able to talk about all of them in a deconstruct. So I just picked guaiac wood. And I decided that guaiac wood, coming from the heartwood of the tree, is something that is calming. It is meditative. It helps address things from an antibacterial, antifungal perspective. Really relaxing when diluted and used topically for muscles and joints. And it is an excellent choice that I thought was sort of synchronous that I picked this oil out of all 12, because this is helpful for lymphatic work, sore throats, and laryngitis. And if you've listened to the last couple of videos I've done, you can tell my voice is still struggling with a virus I picked up this spring. So what I'm going to do with this one is, first of all, you have to warm the oil because it is a thick resinous oil. And as you're going to see here in a second, it comes out slowly. So I'm going to get it tilted and walk around the room, giving people a drop, have them rub their hands together and cup it around the nose. Now, guaiac wood is the oil that doTERRA introduced a couple years ago to encourage those of you who have enjoyed Palo Santo to step away from that as an endangered tree and step into guaiac wood for meditation. It's considered the oil of self-discovery and therefore is one that opens us up to our old stories and helps us let go of our old stories and release them. How interesting that it helps with things in the throat, because we have to use our communication tools to let go of things we don't need to have anymore. This is something that helps excavate blocks and stagnation in the body and in the mind and in the spirit, and helps us to improve and increase our healing, to increase our ability to grow as a person and spiritually, and to become more energetically balanced. So guaiac wood is a great choice. It's the #1 oil, or the predominant oil, that is in the Costa Brio blend. So those are the oils I'm going to be talking about. I mentioned the way to help share a blending class. I hope that you will enjoy teaching your yoga classes this week and sharing doTERRA's essential oils with your students. Remember to offer them a link on how to purchase them and let them know that you're available to help them with that. If for some reason you're not interested in helping people get the essential oils, or that's just not your thing, please feel free to send them my way. I'd be happy to help them get started. So I hope you have a great week, and thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.